what can I say about Carnifex Ferry? It's beautiful, like really beautiful. It's basically a mountaintop bordering the river, and I could see why it would be a strategic point for the Union or the Confederate soldiers to try and control that area. Um, I feel like it wasn't like the bloodiest of battlefields. I think that's like Bull Run or something like that's quote unquote the bloodiest. That and like based on the history of the place, the Confederates snuck away while the Union soldiers were still advancing in the middle of the night. So the Confederates snuck away and they took very little to no casualties at all. Um, so as far as like the battle that happened there were casualties. It was on the Union side, and it was mainly the Union damaging their own people. How's everybody doing today? We're at Carnifex Ferry. Airplane mode. Can you guys see? Airplane mode. We were standing at the epicenter of the Carnifex Ferry Battlefield in the late summer 1861. Some 2,000 Confederate soldiers under the command of General John B. Floyd constructed Camp Gully, a series of fortifications 150 yards in front of me, protecting a vital crossing on the Gully River and threatening the Union-held Kanawha Valley. Opposing the Confederates, 7,000 Union troops, so it was 2,000 v. 7,000, under the command of General William S. Rosecrans. Advance down the ferry road behind you. Arriving here on the afternoon of September 10th, 1861, the vicious fighting swirled around the Patterson farmhouse here as Union artillery wheeled onto the hilltop behind me, sending shots and shells screaming at the Confederate works. Ohio troops, including future residents Rutherford B. Hayes and William McKinley, both presidents notably, probed the Confederate line across the road. After repeated assaults against the Confederate fortifications, darkness ended the fighting. Overnight, Floyd's Confederate troops quietly retreated across the Gully River. The Union victory at Carnifex Ferry helped to secure the Kanawha Valley in western Virginia for the loyal Union government, then assembling and wheeling, leading to West Virginia's statehood in 1863. So that I can protect you. The angry peals of musketry, sharp as peals of heavy thunder, grew fiercer till the sound became one tremendous incessant roar. This is the layout here. Right here's where we're at. So we're right here. There would have been people right here, attacking these people right here. I can protect you, and the devil is real. Henry Patterson House. Built in the 1850s by Mr. Patterson, this house was caught between opposing armies during the Battle of Carnifex Ferry. How terrible would that be? Just to, like, wake up and there's, like, opposing armies fighting in your front yard. Like, what would you do with that? You know? How would you handle that situation? I'm not sure how well I would take it, to be honest. The Battle of Carnifex Ferry, seeking to gain a foothold in western Virginia from which to conduct military operations. General Floyd, CSA, with approximately 1,800, so this says 1,800 instead of 2,000 established Camp Golly here on the Patterson farm, about 1 mile from Carnifex Ferry. General William Rosecrans, USA, with nearly 7,000 troops, was ordered from Clarksburg to march on Floyd. September 10th, 1861, they came in sight, and the battle was on. It was on sight. September 10th, 1861, it became on sight.
Carmilla.
Carmilla. Hello, Carmilla. Although Rosecrans should rightfully claim victory, the North lost more men than the South in the battle. Federal casualties were over 130 with 28 killed, while Southern losses were near 30 with no reported fatalities. What? What? How did they manage that? Hello, Carmilla. My name is William. You can call me Billiam. I'm here to talk to anybody that's able to talk and wants to. Most of the lumber used for the rebuilding of this well house came from a large white oak tree that uprooted during a windstorm in 2000. The tree grew near the edge of the woods behind the Patterson house and was determined to be 150 years old. From its location, the tree witnessed many events, including the battle fought here in 1861. If trees could talk, imagine the stories they might tell. There's a well down there. Hello? I wonder what else down that well. They probably threw muskets down there. All kinds of stuff in the bottom of that well, I would assume. So this is where the battle was fought, man.
Sir.
Sir. Ma'am. Or sir. How are you? This place is beautiful, y'all. It's very close to Summersville Lake. Summersville Lake is probably an hour and a half from the capital, Charleston. It's now a state park. Suggest that you guys come out here and check it out if you haven't. Is there anyone here that would like to talk to us? Any soldiers? We got any blue coats or gray coats with us? It should be just Northern Union soldiers, since it said there were no Southern soldiers that were killed. Follow me, my men, charge! The Patterson family kept a large cornfield just north of their house. It was in the cornfield that the U.S. Colonel John W. Lowe was struck and killed by rebel gunfire while shouting his final order to the men of the 12th Ohio. His death while leading his men into battle made him a hero. He also became the first field grade officer from Ohio to be killed in the Civil War. You worked here. You worked here on the farm? Or were you a soldier? This is just like majestic. You worked here on the farm? Or were you a soldier? Guys, I will film until my phone dies. I did not charge it before coming here. I've been out diving in Summersville Lake, so it is what it is. These fields are beautiful. My name is William. Is there anyone here that'd like to talk to us? You can use your energy to make words. Just focus on this device in my hand and use your energy, and you'll be able to talk to me. Journey's End. Granville Blevins of Grayson County, Virginia, joined the Confederate Army with his brother Haywood. Devastation. With his brother Haywood and some friends on 5/29/1861 at Wytheville, Virginia. Like many other soldiers, both North and South Granville both north and south. Granville died of sickness. He was buried here by his brother and friends on 9/7/1861, just 3 days before the battle. A number of the other Confederates also died from sickness while camped on Patterson's farm, but Granville's is the only known gravesite. Most of the Union battle fatalities were buried on the battlefield and moved after the war for burial elsewhere. What? What? They moved the bodies? You did not let the body rest? 1600s. Devastation. 1600s. How long has this place known battle? There's a little one there. I don't know if that's like the original marker. Maybe, but hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not about to walk in there on this very, very old dude's grave. I'm not about to do it. It'd be disrespectful. Devastation, 1600s. That predates the 1800s devastation that they were talking about. 1850, so that's 250 years before. Can you tell me about the devastation? Or maybe tell me what your name is? Just here to try and document the history of this place. I mean, no disrespect by any of my questions. Man, this place is beautiful.
It gets lonely.
It gets lonely. I bet it does. Because they close the park at night. But it does get lonely. I'm sorry. You're welcome to walk with me while I'm here. You can't follow me home. But you can walk with me. The ground's very soft up here. It feels so weird. Artillery Thunder. This knoll is believed to be one of the northern artillery positions. Is believed to be. So they don't even know. Anyways, with possibly as many as 7 artillery pieces each, the two armies engaged in a fierce bombardment. There, now you guys can read it. You guys can read that other sign. I should have zoomed it in all the way. I didn't think about it. So the two armies bombed the crap out of each other for several hours. The blasts were heard as far away as Summersville, which, I mean, isn't really that far away. It's like a few miles, I guess. Greta. Hello, Greta. Although the armies were within a few hundred yards of each other, the cannon firing was poorly directed and generally passed over the heads of the combatants, destroying the treetops but causing little damage to the troops. So they were aiming way too high at each other, huh? They didn't know what they was doing. No wonder there was no fatalities. And if that's as low as it can go, you'd have to like manually like lift that up or attach it to something. Hello, Greta. My name is William. Are you the one that's here from the 1600s? Did you work here? And I am here during the daytime, so it's going to be different. Like, there's going to be less responses, and they'll generally be less hostile during the daytime. Doesn't mean you can't have a full-on conversation with one or two. But I would bet at nighttime this place is very loud.
Introvert.
Introvert? Why are you calling me out like that, bro? Why you gotta do that? Yeah, I'm an introvert I'm an introvert playing an extrovert right now. For YouTube, I am recording in whatever other social media sites or broadcast terminals I choose to use. Right now it's just YouTube. I need to get on TikTok with some of my clips. So they would have been sending artillery around here all the way up to the other side of this house. Just trying to hit up there. But it goes up and it dips. So it makes sense that they were sending over the head of the enemies, because it would go up and keep going. They could have put less powder, but then it wouldn't have been enough to push the ball. Dare. What do you dare me to do? Or should I dare you? Huh? Are you daring me to do something? So far I can protect you. I can protect you. The devil is real. Carmilla, sir, I worked here. Devastation. 1600s. It gets lonely. Greta, introvert, and it just said dare. So like these trees, that's from woodpeckers, but like I would think somewhere on this tree should be like a crap ton of musket balls. You know what I mean? Just musket balls flying everywhere. It wasn't until the invention of the Kentucky long rifle that muskets were even accurate. You had a better chance of hitting somebody in the arm or leg than you did in the torso, and that was by aiming at their torso.
People have seen us.
People have seen you. Who are you? Who am I? Who is it that's telling me this? Who is it that has been seen? I don't like this path. It's like soaking wet, but water is very good for energy. Annie. Hello, Annie. Were you a Patterson? Is your last name Patterson? These stones look old. Patterson Trail. We'll walk up this way a little bit. Hello, Annie. My name is William. It's very nice to meet you. Is there anything else you can tell me about yourself? So, probably about right here. This probably would have been the front line. And this would have been Union. And that would have been Confederate up there. Up there. Are there any portals here? Prison. I was about to ask if there were any portals, and it said prison. So, are you stuck here then? Are you a prisoner of war? This place would have been crazy. Run out of muskets, pull out your sword. Cannons going off every direction. I can almost see it. Kind of spooky. In memory of Donald and Elizabeth Johnson and Mary and Kevin Roberts. So this would have been active battlefield right here. We're walking through what would have been cannons firing back and forth. Muskets, people probably bracing on some of these trees.
Sick.
I saw one of the brothers got sick and was buried here. Are you one of the soldiers that got sick? There was a soldier that got sick and died 3 days before the battle. So this low spot would have been...
Go further.
Go further? Okay. I'll go further. I'm listening. So they would advance up to here, and then they'd have, once the Union got to this point of the hill, because it's all uphill to this point, so once the Union got to here, it should have been Roger. Yeah, it should have been easier for him. Roger. Is your name Roger, or is that a confirmation? Let's see what this sign over here says, y'all. Like I said, my phone will die at some point, but I couldn't pass up investigating this place, even though it's during the daytime. It's beautiful. What does that say? Am I still zoomed in? Yep. Okay. Camp Gully. Used in battle reenactments, these log breastworks. Can I say that on YouTube? These log breastworks stand near the site of the original Confederate entrenchments. Designated by General Floyd as Camp Gully. Yeehaw! The rebel fortifications consisted of several thousand feet of log breastworks. Trenches, wooden palisades, and felled trees with sharpened branches. Ouch. Although lightly manned with less than 2,000 troops, Camp Gully presented a formidable challenge to the Federal troops who had to approach across open ground. Home field advantage, my people. Real life, IRL, home field advantage. A soldier's recollection. We promptly returned the fire. At this time, our cannon sent a fearful shot amongst them, then commenced the fight in earnest. Boom went the cannon of our enemy, the large balls whistling over our heads, our men flat on the ground. Then came a terrible shot of shell. It burst and fell all around us. The bullets fell like rain whistling and whizzing over our heads and into the logs we lay behind. Captain Robert Wynn Sned. COF Federal, I guess. 50th Virginia Infantry, CSA. Confederates, I think. That should be Confederate because they're getting fired on. Hello, Joan. Roger. Annie. Greta. All of you are welcome to walk with me and talk with me. Just exploring this battlefield.
Stone.
Stone. You want me to go to the stone? I was looking at the stone earlier when I drove. I did a drive through here just to kind of check out the area and get a sense of it before I started filming. So I'm not just like, ooh, am I going the, or I'm going the wrong way. I wanted to avoid that, so I don't think these stones are originally here, unless there's another stone. Is there another stone that you want me to look at? I think there is like a Carnifex stone, isn't there? I'm not that well versed on this place. I just wanted to check it out. There's these. Do you want me to go to those stones? If not, I'm going to turn around and keep walking towards like where the battle went down. So yeah, they would have started back there, worked their way all the way up here to this area, and then they'd still have to cross and go down there through all this open area. Trying to adjust the camera in a way that these straps don't
People are scared of us.
People are scared of you? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not most people. I ain't scared. You can talk to me all you want. You can hang out with me all you want. I ain't got no problem with that. You're more than welcome to talk to me. I'm not afraid of you. We got a sign coming up over here though. I should probably go check that out. See what's going on with that. My mouth is so dry. For anybody that hasn't been diving before, when you go diving, your mouth gets super dry because you're inhaling like oxygen differently than you normally would out of water, and it dries your mouth out, and it's cold. Old Ferry Road. Okay, you guys can see it right there. This sunken pathway is a remnant of the old Carnifex Ferry Road. The road was an important travel route before the Civil War and into the early 1900s. Under the cover of darkness, the Confederate Army was able to retreat on this narrow trace without detection by the Federal forces. Abandonment. Yeah, they abandoned their artillery. So they snuck along the wood line, right under the noses of them. I wonder if it's actually that path up there, not this one. So the Confederates literally walked on this path in 1860, 1861. I think that's the exact, is 1861. This place is beautiful, y'all, though. There's all kinds of little campsites. So you guys had to abandon it. Why did you guys abandon it? You could have stayed here and fought. What made you decide to abandon it? You were just overwhelmed?
Ronald.
Ronald. Ronald is a name I've seen somewhere. You guys might have to rewind the video, but I'm pretty sure Ronald is one of the names of the people. Hello, Ronald. How you doing? Hey, you doing, Ronald? Yeah, I feel like the path they would have went is like up through here, much more so than the path I just came on. For them to sneak out. Hello, Ronald. And I am staying in the shade because it is cooler. And it is what it is. Maybe I should walk that path. But I think it just dumps out over here. We could walk it for a minute. Maybe we'll pick up something cool. My phone is on airplane mode, so shouldn't be any kind of strange interference. How cool would it be to be part of the park service and all you do is ride the trails on ATVs and make sure they're clear. Help people occasionally. They get lost.
Malefaction.
Malefaction. I think that's like, so malefaction, are you saying that you abandoned your post because? Here's an old brick. I wonder how old that is. Are you saying that you abandoned the fight?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you abandoned the fight because you're just like done with it. You're done with the war. You didn't want no more part of it. You're welcome. You're welcome. At least I got a thank you out of it. You know?
Scarlet.
Scarlet. Hello, Scarlet. My name's William. Scarlet Red. I feel like these people are going to act real weird when I just pop up off the trail with a GoPro recording. It is what it is. It is what it is. Graveyard. Am I close to the graveyard? Is this the graveyard? So that was the Patterson Trail. %. I'm at 9 or 10% on my phone, guys. When it dies, I'll have to end the episode. I won't have a means to communicate with them anymore. They didn't bring anything else that I was willing to carry, that is. I did have other stuff, I just wasn't willing to carry it.
Don't rush off.
Don't rush off. Oh. Like I said, I'll stay until my phone dies. That's about the best I can do. So they would have been just friggin' launching cannons. All through here. So this is like around where the Confederates were. And they snuck down that side over there on the left. They snuck down that way. Because they were like, yeah, you feel like dying? Like, there's a lot of them, and they just keep getting closer. Like, heard about these guys called the Spartans, but I ain't trying to go out like that. I wonder if there's anything down that way. I've only got about 8% left on my phone, so I gotta start to wrap her up. So right here where they put these wonderful horseshoe pits,
Jeff.
Jeff. Hey, Jeff. What's up, Bobby? There would have been all types of things going on here. Here in a second, you will see what they're fighting to retain control of. You guys see that? Okay. Carnifex Ferry. Scene of the battle, September 10th, 1861, between Federal Army of General W.S. Rosecrans and Confederate Army of General John B. Floyd. This engagement followed defeat of Federal troops at Cross Lanes, August 26, 1861. State acquired title to site October 29, 1935. West Virginia became a state 2 years after this battle. And over here we'll get a glimpse of, they just repeat that same information on a lot of these signs. Carnifex. Call. The Civil War battle fought here on September 10th, 1861 was named by the Union Army after the nearby river ferry. Even though it was over a mile downstream, the ferry was the closest well-known landmark. Constructed by William Carnifex in the early 1800s, the ferry provided an important link between the James River and Canal Turnpike, now Route 60, and the Gauley and Weston Turnpike, now part of Route 39 and 19. The spelling of the name Carnifex has varied over the years. The heading above is the one spelling that was found on the gravestone of Mr. Carnifex, who died in 1856. So, what we're about to see. Are you saying that my friend just tried to call me? Because I'm in airplane mode. Are you telling me that I just missed a call? Because that would be super nice of you, super courteous. And this.
Hazel.
Hazel. Hello, Hazel. Or do you have hazel eyes? This is what they were fighting over. This bend in the river. There's probably some kind of lookout on. There's a little rock right there in the center. There's probably some kind of lookout with a signal device over there. And the river comes down and around. Bends right here, around that mountain. And goes back around. And keeps on going that way.
They're still good here.
They're still good here. Well, good. I mean, I don't feel any, like, bad energy, but I'm not here at nighttime either. I'm here during the day. Nighttime things get heavy. Heavy. These stones there. Look like they were glued together or something. Jeff, call. Jeff? Or Hazel? I'm calling you. Are you telling me that someone with hazel eyes called me? I am so confused right now. I am so confused. Talk to me, buddy. Tell me what's going on. I don't think there's anything down this way other than just more picnic areas, but maybe there is a landmark thing down here that I did not see, because you can't drive down here, you have to walk, so I will check it out.
Footsteps follow.
Footsteps follow? Are you following me? Or am I following the footsteps that you all took? I'm following in your footsteps? Wonder how far out here this goes. There is a trail. Patterson Trail. Patterson Trail. So I'm following the footsteps of the Pattersons. Stuck here. So you're stuck here. Are you happy here? Why are you stuck here? Can you answer either of those questions? Why you're stuck here? Or if you're happy being here. Old Ferry Road. Foot travel only. No, you don't have to be stuck here. Maybe you've got some emotions or something tied to this place.
I'm guilty.
I'm guilty. What are you guilty of, bro? Or ma'am? Sir or ma'am, what are you guilty of? Or do you feel guilty that you had to kill soldiers? I hate when people just leave trash, dude. Like, why? Trashing up the state park. 'Cause it's cool. You feel guilty about killing their soldiers? Or did you do something worse? This is trippy. This is where you might run into a kin walker, if you know what I'm saying. That's what this looks like.
You are a miracle.
I am a miracle. Thank you. I try. I try to make my mama proud. Making her proud can take a miracle. No, she's not that harsh. She's a good woman. There's a split in the road. So, Patterson Trail starts to loop back this way and goes back around to where we was at. Old Ferry Road, I assume, would take us all the way down the mountain. Maybe you're the miracle, and maybe you feel guilty, but you shouldn't feel guilty because, like, you're in a bad situation, and you had to do what you had to do. Huh? What if that's what really happened?
I'm in my 40s.
You're in your 40s? Were you in the military? Were you one of the soldiers? This path is crazy. It's literally like, I bet when it rains, this path is just like a very slippery creek. It'd be cool to see the old ferry before my phone dies. You're in your 40s? I'm in my 30s. So we're not that different. Guys, get out there and take advantage of the state parks that we have.
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia. You died of hypothermia. The battle would have been September. Could have been cold. So, I'm gonna guess you're not a soldier. September, it would have been cold, but like, not like October cold. Or November cold, so we still get pretty warm days in September. So you are probably not a soldier. I'm sorry that you died of hypothermia. But is that why you're stuck here? Because you You died of hypothermia here? Is that why you're stuck here?
My ashes are here.
My ashes are... Oh. That's why you're stuck here. They dumped you here. You died of hypothermia and they burned your body to stay warm, probably. I know that's like brutal and sounds unrealistic, but when you got soldiers dying of hypothermia and somebody's already dead, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Hopefully that didn't happen.
Find.
Find. Is it on this trail? You want me to find your ashes, huh? I can try to find your ashes. Catching a lot of spider webs to the face. To the face. I'm gonna have to check myself for ticks after this too. Park boundary. U.S. boundary, National Park Service. State park boundary. Okay. So, where does this go? If I keep going, it looks like it just keeps going and going. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna turn around. This is the edge of the park, anyways. That's what I came to investigate, is the park. And is your ashes farther that way? Did they dump your ashes in the well, maybe?
I know you.
You know me. That could either be good or bad. You know me, huh? You see me? Like, really see me? It's possible I was a soldier back then.
I'm enjoying this.
You're enjoying this? Well, good. I'm glad you can walk with me. I'm glad you can walk with me and enjoy this. It's beautiful. Carnifex Ferry. So you know me. How do you know me? Or are you just saying that you, like, acknowledge my soul? You see my soul, my aura. This area is sussy. Sussy. Is this around about where your ashes are? Like, I get a weird vibe right here, like the energy is cold. There's a cold breeze. And it's hot outside, so there's no reason it should be cold. I'm watching the leaves. They're moving just a hair.
Malicious.
Malicious. Oh, malicious. So that's why it's cold right here. Alright. Leaving this area. Thank you for telling me. Hopefully you guys can't, like, hear my heartbeat. Like, am I that old and out of shape, or is this just a long trail? That is mostly uphill at this point. Am I making excuses for myself? These are things I should ask myself, probably. My phone's gonna die very soon. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with me? You're welcome to walk with me, but you cannot follow me home. Once I get to my vehicle, I must say goodbye and bid you adieu.
Dark energy everywhere.
Dark energy, yeah, right through here. This area too. This area. So there's 2 spots on this trail, at least. It's just very dark, cold. Earlier I got there's good here too, so there's good and bad here. Is there a portal here? Can you tell me if there's a portal here? There was a lot of trauma, like hundreds of years of trauma in this spot. The battle didn't last very long, but this state was heavily occupied before the war. It didn't become a state until a couple years after the war. Dark energy everywhere. Heard. Thank you for warning me.
You are nice.
Thank you. You are too. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you talking to me. I know you're using your energy to do so. And I just appreciate that. I'm glad I could come here and talk to you today. And throw away the trash I found on the trail. Yay! Side quest complete. Racking up those kudos points from the universe. Which are real, by the way. I think they are. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're for entertainment purposes only. I got a stick in my shoe. Oh no. I've got a stick in my shoe. I got the stick out of my shoe. We can continue, yay. This is the Patterson Trail along this side. And it wraps all the way around. It probably just went around the wood line, honestly, at the top of the hill. That makes the most sense.
Table.
Table, yeah. Conscious conversation, guys. Walking up to a bunch of tables, and it gave me table. Thank you for confirming that you are here with me, and you are seeing what I'm seeing. Let's see what percentage we're at. 4%. Alright, I'm at 4%, ghosties and ghoulies. My little ghosts and ghoulies watching. Ghost squad, ghoulie squad. Carnifex Ferry, y'all. It's beautiful. Come here and check it out. There's cabins nearby that you can rent. I saw a fox as I pulled into one. I had to pull over on the way in here. I thought I was going to be sick. So I pulled over, and it was one of the cabins they rent out. And luckily there was no one staying there, but I did see a fox in front of it. And some religions or spiritual teachings, I think seeing a fox is it's a good thing, but it could also be a warning. Something's going to try to understand. I understand, yeah. So a fox can be a good thing. It can be a sign of luck. Not necessarily wealth, but could be. More so just luck in general. And it also could mean, like somebody's going to try to slyly do something to you or dupe you, or you're headed for some kind of mischievous trouble. But I'm going to take it as a sign of luck, because how often do you see a fox in the wild? You don't really anymore. Most of them's been hunted and trapped out. Kind of sad. They will kill like small dogs and cats, but if they're domesticated, I don't think they're like that bad. Or if you're just like nice to one, if you can befriend a fox, it'll bring you gifts. Maybe that's where the concept of like luck, prosperity, wealth, if you see a fox, because they will bring you gifts if you befriend one.
Sorry if I scared you.
Oh no, you're fine. I just wish this fly would stop trying to eat me, because I'm about to smash it on TV. I got it. You didn't scare me, bro. Or man, or female, or little girl, or little boy. Whatever you are, you didn't scare me. You're fine. We're cool. We're just talking and walking, baby. Just talking and walking. Heading back to the Patterson house. I will film up until my phone dies. It's probably at 3% right now. I bet the Confederates, they probably like lit a fire for their camp and stuff over there. And then they took off, so it looked like they were still sitting there. They probably propped their crocodile. Why would you say crocodile? I am so confused. What does a crocodile have to do with this place? Oh, you did the crocodile crawl to get out of here. You crawled like a crocodile. That's what you're trying to tell me? The crocodile crawled on the old ferry road. Right under the noses of the Union soldiers. This looks like a flagpole. Is this legit? Or is this just like a stick with a rope on it? It seems pretty legit, but that technology doesn't. That little thing up at the top, that spindle, that doesn't match the time frame. So this is a nod to the flagpole that was probably here.
My life was amazing.
Your life was amazing? Is this your ashes, bro? I'm glad your life was amazing. And if you're stuck here and your life was amazing, then I mean, you're reliving the best days of your life. There's nothing wrong with that. I applaud you. I'm happy for you. Was your nickname Crocodile? Why did you guys say crocodile? I want to walk down the road. I'll go this way. Down the other side of the road. This is where those rocks are that I was like, yo, those rocks, they don't seem like they were originally here. I'm glad your life was amazing. Glad I got to talk to you all. Again, my name is William. And I mean no disrespect. Hopefully I didn't make anyone upset or any of the energy here upset with me. I came here just to document the history of this place and to try to have respectful conversations with you all and figure out what happened here, get details that might be missing from the history books.
Smoke.
Smoke. Smoke. can faintly smell. Not hear so much. Back up. A little bit of smoke. Gunpowder, like right in here. Right here in front of these rocks, if somebody wants to come here and double check me. Somebody had a fire right there as well. So basically, the Union pulled up and they were like 6 times as many of them as there was y'all. And y'all were like, we don't want this smoke. And y'all snuck out and deserted the Confederacy. Some of you probably didn't desert them, but you probably had
Zachary.
Zachary. Hello, Zachary. It's nice to meet you. My name's William. Is there anything y'all would like to tell me before I go? I have to get ready to leave this place. You cannot go with me, but you can walk with me right up until the end. These clouds are beautiful. Stink? I stink? I smell pretty good, thank you. I took a bath in Summersville Lake earlier. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say to me before I go besides stink? Is stink the last words that I'm going to get at this place?
I'm finding it difficult.
You're finding it difficult. Well, I'm sorry.
He will trick you.
Oh, he will. Oh, cold chill on the back of my neck, and I swear it felt like somebody touched the back of my head. Old Growth Forest Network. Oh no. Late in the afternoon, as part of an attempt to make a coordinated attack on the rebel line, several federal units under the command of Colonel William S. Smith were ordered deep into this ravine known as Pearson Hollow. The plan was called off, though, because of the fading daylight. Confused, tired, and traveling in the darkness while in the thick of woods, members of the 13th and 23rd Ohio mistakenly fired upon the 28th Ohio. 2 soldiers were killed and some 30 men wounded. Bro. The federal troops were disorganized for the amount they had, man. Well, I guess it makes sense. The more you have, the harder it would be to organize, so. They had them come down this ravine. And a lot of them died. Down in this ravine. Tea. Yes, give me the tea. I have tea in my car. Who is this? Who am I talking to? So they came down into this ravine. And they were like, you know what, guys? I'm fucking tired. What about you? I'm... This looks like some kind of marker. To be honest. That looks like some kind of marker. So you guys came down this ravine and shot your homies. Not cool. Not cool, y'all. Not cool. I'm not going all the way down this ravine. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Very sleepy. So, don't trick me, don't follow me, don't come home with me, don't attach me, and we're cool. I repeat, do not attach to me.
Emerge.
Yeah, I'm about to emerge. Or are you about to emerge? This would have been very disorienting at night, y'all. Super disorienting at night. Yep, I'm about to emerge. Well, Carnifex Ferry. It's a beautiful area. You guys should definitely come check it out. And yeah, can confirm is haunted. So we're at number 4. This is so cool. So we are right there. There's a cannon on the hill. And that's where we walk to.
Hello. How y'all? Good.
I actually have one of those swords. For the War of Succession, we paid a tremendous price. Its bloody battles left a scar which has taken long in healing. Passage of time has caused many people to forget the great sacrifice of life and material consequent to this war. About 2,653,000 men fought for the North and 1 million for the South. Of the Northern forces, 44,238 were killed. 49,205 died of wounds. 186,000 died of disease. And 24,000 of unknown causes. An old saddle. Museum displays upstairs. We're inside the Peterson house. Honestly, I'm gonna turn this back on. Now that I'm away from people, it's still on airplane mode. Let's turn this back on. We are in the Peterson house. Is any of the Peterson family here with us?
We like the dark.
You like the dark? I'm sorry that all these lights are on. Most of these tools are iron. An inkwell. A musical photo album. What? They had them back then. Back then. Wait, you'll see these women's shoes back here. I swear my ex had a pair just like this. Poplar paneling, which covered the walls of the original Patterson house. The 2 mini ball holes and handmade nails. So right there, and I guess right there. And these were places where the cannons hit the side of the house. It would have been the Patterson family. Is any other Pattersons here? I don't mind speaking. Can you tell us your name? My name's William. I mean no disrespect. I'm here to document the history of this place. Sir per cent. Camp Golly.
Children are playing.
Children are playing. Yeah, there's kids playing outside. I also imagine that the Patterson family would have had kids playing here. Dug up pocket knives, canteens, sardine cans, eating utensils. Yeah, that fork is still good. I would use that fork, to be honest. John B. Floyd, Confederate Commander General. And this is William S. Rosecrans. I kind of vibe with that dude. He's got this kind of Masonic thing going on here. Here's the battlefield at Cross Lanes. Died in battle. I'm sorry to hear that. Various bullet types used during the Civil War. Many balls and bullets found at the Carnifex Ferry. These are more like the long rifles. 64 Persian bullets found near Golly Bridge. Smooth side infield. Anybody. Trajectories of artillery. Minimum is like 1,000 feet. Max is like 4,000 feet. So like over a mile if you really pack that thing good. And then you have the mortar, the howitzer, the field gun, and the siege gun. Smoke again. Maybe the house caught on fire. Nicholas County Civil War veterans. Man, it feels good in here. It's hot outside today. Keep getting smoke. There's probably lots of smoke on the battlefield and tobacco use. I assume they're talking about cannon smoke there.
I'm from the 1900s.
We're from the 1900s. Hold on. I am also from the 1900s. We got motorcycle tours, Greenbrier River Trail, and a questionnaire for the West Virginia State's parks. Cane Valley Resort. Smoke hole. I keep getting smoke, so maybe this is where I should go next. Smoke hole. Alright, thank you Patterson family for letting me talk to you. I'm glad your children liked it here and they were playing. It's time for me to head out.
Watch out here.
Watch out here. I really want to get a cup. Very cool. Make sure to stop in between, I think it's 10 and 5. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna buy a cup. One of those mugs. Oh, okay.
I can hand it probably if you got cash up there and use the credit card.
Okay, let me see if I have cash. Well, Patterson family, thank you for sharing your home with me. Carnifex Ferry. You're beautiful and your history is tragic. Thank you all for watching. This has been Billiam's Spooky History. Suffering.